Free Shavakadu! Greetings gamers and welcome back to Top 10 Gaming. I'm your host Connor Monroe and I love memes. If you're new here or haven't yet, be sure you hit like and subscribe for daily gaming content. We are only 2K away from 300,000 views, so be sure you ring the bell to join the clan as well. Memes are a huge part of today's culture and even gamers get our own set of inside joke memes. So we are exploring some of these with today's list of top 10 Pokemon memes you won't believe. Roll the intro. In at 10, Snorlax. Snorlax. We love him because we can relate. This guy for as long as we know has been asleep, and we all wish our purpose in life was to sleep. Hence why we get so mad about the people who can sleep on a live stream and get donations because that causes something to happen that may wake them up. And yes, that was actually a thing. Or at least it was. Twitch has actually banned falling asleep on stream. I did that once. It was also like 4 AM and it was a 24-hour stream for charity, but still, they didn't see me. It was on a be right back screen, right? Leaving personal experiences aside, we haven't noticed, but with his various sprites over the past 15 years, Snorlax has been slowly standing up. This guy has been asleep for 15 years and is now only deciding to wake up. How can I have this life? Snorlax, you lucky mother lover. And at 9, nicknames. Ever since Generation 1, we have been screwing around with nicknaming our Pokemon, rival, and even our own character. I've done some weird things from naming mine Ass Butt to having my friends in Y call me the Big D. And while some of us do this for a laugh, some people make a career out of nicknaming their Pokemon and character weird things for a Nuzlocke. It's always funny to see a girl in-game call your 11-year-old character Daddy. But then again, we do always feel weird after. If you don't feel weird about it, I think you need to stop watching. Or you can have them call you Thirsty Ho. And it's funny to see that bread is loafing around, but I think the best meme in this category has to be this one. The fact that his character's name is Swagmaster420 and his character is quite literally Christian. Mwah. Beautiful. And at 8, Pokken. I love the memes surrounding Pokken because you never think about it until it's pointed out to you. The fact that this is so inconvenient to other people because two Pokemon decided to duke it out is honestly a really funny concept. Like this meme here. I'm the guy in the silver car in the background who's late for work because this goddamn fire chicken is fighting a chandelier. It goes to show you that you should always be looking in the background. The beauty that is present within that image is so good. Not to mention that there was a bus behind the silver car that is full of people trying to get to work. I don't think that the car notices, however, that the edge of the boundary they're fighting in does not block his lane at all. Maybe he's just sitting to watch. I'd do that, and then I'd blame it on them for making me late to work. And at 7, Ditto. Ditto is honestly the most memeable Pokemon because he can literally be any Pokemon. Or he can be a book. This Pokemon was invented to breed. The only reason you really use one is because you have a male Pokemon with 5 IVs. This guy is like a rabbit and honestly it pays off. The amount of eggs you can pump out with the Masuda method to get a shiny is wonderful. However, you do get eggs faster if you use 2 Pokemon of the same species, so keep that in mind all you shiny hunters out there. Got them sweet tips. Keep the first offspring and then force it upon the other. You're welcome. And make the Ditto breed with another, because that's what they're for. I've only known one person in my life who actually has Ditto to be their #1 favorite. Actually 2, but he liked it for the wrong reasons. Oh god, why did I open up that box again? That sounds weird. Like, I'm keeping someone in a box, but I'm not. It's just a Ditto that is the box. Just take that however you may. And at 6, Pokemon Go. Pokemon took the world by storm in the summer of 2016. This obviously was going to cause several memes. It started with the servers always being down, but since it has been fixed, it has evolved into something else. The biggest ones I could find are of people naming their Pokemon something and then having their team leader evaluate it and having a funny little line. Like, your member is huge. Or, your will to live is tinier than any we have on record. Astounding. And those are pretty dank. However, there are also the memes using the AR camera. These could be Pidgeys looking at their brothers being cooked, Magikarps on plates, or my favorite, the Snorlax blocking your way to work so you can't get there on time. But nonetheless, these memes are for sure great since there is literally nothing else you can do in Pokemon with the AR camera. It just kills your battery, guys. Don't use it, unless it's for funny pictures. That Snorlax one was mine, and I literally rushed into my building's hallway to take that because I have been waiting for so long to be able to do that. It's kinda sad. Halfway through at number 5, cruelty. While yes, certain organizations have come after Pokemon with egregious claims that they promote animal cruelty and dogfighting, even pitting the characters against McDonald's, there is still jokes to be made about cruelty towards humans. And since the internet is only a place of warmth and comfort, we obviously exploited these lines and turned them on their heads to completely twist the situation. Parents talking about Pokemon battles with their kids and he ran away. No, let's turn it into some little dickhead who beats his dad with golf clubs and then runs away from home. Great, that's just freaking amazing, right? Well, as it turns out, there are more things like this in every Pokemon game. People can really turn anything into a reference to child beatings or children beating adults. Guys, they're just talking about Pokemon. Even if there are broken and bent golf clubs, maybe that's just their design, maybe they're ergonomic. In at 4, Mimikyu. Mimikyu has to be one of the saddest, weirdest Pokemon in existence, and that makes him relatable. The theme with Mimikyu memes is that he's sad, and we can all relate to being sad. That's sad. But also that he's been pushed aside and has to pretend to be somebody else so he can be loved. It is said that anyone who sees Mimikyu's true form will perish, and from the sounds of it, he doesn't want this to happen. Mimikyu cares. He's like Obama. And while in the anime it may seem like he's scary or a killer, in the game he isn't. He's just sad and wants a buddy. That's why he pretends to be Pikachu, because everyone loves him, and they don't love Mimikyu. He's caught in this never-ending nightmare. This also seems to be the focus of most of the memes surrounding this Pokemon. So come here Mimikyu, you'll be safe with me. I'll protect you and love you like my own because you deserve it. Everyone deserves it. Except for the bad people. They don't. Looking at you. You know what you did. In at 3, innuendos. Oh boy, this is my favorite number. Yes, Pokemon is typically seen as being targeted towards kids, but we as adults and teenagers do play. And Nintendo sure loves to throw in some references for us older folk with some of their lines. Or perhaps we're all just pervs, or it's a translation error. It's especially weird when some old dude asks if you love the feeling of smooth, nice balls on your hand. Or the characters in the game asking where they hide their Pokeballs if they're wearing a bikini. That one is by far not an incorrectly translated sentence. Someone obviously thought this same question and just had to put it in the game for everyone to see. Even in the non-main series games, innuendos pop up, with Primeape saying he mastered Iron Tail without having a tail. Do you know what he means? He's using his front tail, I guess. Even though from the looks of his tail, it's harder to find than my will to live. I'm kidding. In at 2, eating Pokemon. We all know that humans eat Pokemon. Slowpoke tail is what Team Rocket was after all those years ago. And we're past the innuendo number, so don't even comment on my last sentence. From humans being seen eating Pokemon tails to probably Sharpedo fin soup, but we've also seen them eat Vanillite, a Pokemon that lures trainers in with its fake ice cream face on top and kills them. But they're being eaten. It's fake ice cream! And oh god, if you eat the cone after? I wonder if you'd actually hear the Pokemon screaming as they died. How long would they last? Would they fight back after the ice cream is gone? Is the cone even warm enough to bite into? Because I know that when I bite into things that are cold, I get this really weird feeling in my body and I absolutely hate it. So how are we supposed to eat a Pokemon like that? It's literally ice type. Does typing even matter? Does it add to taste like spices? So many questions. Does Pokemon have a KFC? And if so, what are their 13 herbs and spices? And at 1, Rowlet. Rowlet is my number 1 Sun and Moon starter hands down. I will pick him every single time no matter what, but he is one sassy little owl. The Pokemon sprites have animations obviously, but one of the animations for Rowlet is that he turns around to look at the trainer. When he does this when he's fighting a Pokemon twice his size, you can't help but feel like he's sassing you, especially when he's up against a Groudon. Groudon has the type advantage, size advantage, speed advantage, level advantage, every advantage, but you still want me to fight this thing? Like hell no, I wouldn't even do that. How could I put poor little Rowlet through a thing like that? But he's just so cute and cuddly and I just want one in real life. He actually reminds me of my dog. I don't know why, but Rowlet kinda has like some pug-like qualities to him, I guess. There we have it friends, the top 10 Pokemon memes you won't believe. If you enjoyed, be sure you smash like and subscribe for daily gaming content. Also let me know in the comments what your favorite Pokemon meme is. If it's Surprised Pikachu, I'd understand. But what about Surprised Raichu? While you do that, I'll read out some comments from a past video. Eva Draws said, "Can I throw frozen lasagna? That's what I want to know." I needed to know. It's a key point in the SCP-3166 lore that it can get distracted by frozen lasagna. You couldn't do it in the full game either, which is pretty disappointing. YearLife3457YT said, "Why censoring? Because I have the f***ing mouth of a trucker, my guy." Jared Also Exists said, "Alright, Garfield is a frigging SCP. Yep, and he has a game based off him. It's pretty weird, but oh well, it's a fun game and it has an interesting story. I'm sorry, John. That's all we got time for today. Thank you all so much for watching. I have been and shall remain Connor Monroe, and I'll see you in another video.